came in and actually did very well. Like, showed everybody that we're not just another MENA team who's going to come in and potentially finish in last. We're going to do some damage. And while speaking of damage, this has already started off with a bang.
Yeah, we've already got the opening pick. Lovers Rock down and out of the action. BBL PCIFIC adjusting with a deep play to the C site. They're already in the attacker's spawn. And they'll have an early flank towards this B site. Not only that, but the Vice Wall contains them. It stops Twisted Minds from going back towards main. Sure, what it also does, I suppose, as they get close, the steps are heard. Those players now on the C site, the plant there, 3 defenders on their tail quickly, but Twisted Minds are taking deep spawn control on the other side.
They've got so much space. You could even question if this was an afterplan for B with how far some of the players are forward. It's definitely going to make it that little bit more difficult, especially for Loita. Maybe not. A wonderful shot to take out Zimo. Jesse's still going, and the defuse is already beginning. They have managed to get this one to half, but the nade will deny anything further, at least for now. Buying them an extra little bit of time, and LaRock, a man you always have to be careful of. The defuse.
Twisted Minds clearing out some control, but it doesn't look like they're going towards the A site, where they've already forced the hand of BBL PCIFIC into the rotations. This will now be a hit to the B site. Nice and easy with the paranoia. The plant's coming down, but they need a foothold, somewhere to play from. Main's being challenged. They don't have control towards the spawn. Where do they fight?
Oh, for now, they've still got that lurk back. That's one of the main pieces that could cause issues on the rotation for BBL PCIFIC. Exit up close. A little bit of a combination of utility, the flash, Sublime, but Exit holds the line. Even still, though, they are starting to lose members of the nade.
In not over-rotating, like, it was just such a passive play, a slow play from the defensive side that gave them a huge advantage. Now, Paranoia burned up early, but the showstopper still fired in. He keeps going. LaRock still pushing forward, and sure, he'll go down, but the rest of the squad is with him. They're picking up kills across the board. Exit, showstopper of his own. 2 players grouped up. He'll find the first of Rose. A triple kill, looking for more, and he's found it! An ace needed, but it's a 1v1 with Crewen. The spike down, but that shouldn't play a role. The only downside is he has to cross back, and if Crewen's patient and holds this angle, he will catch him crossing. Exit has to be looking the right way. He's found him, but it will be a reset from Crewen. He's not taking the fight here and now.
Yeah, the fight happened so early into the round that just clear out every single angle within the site. And now at least the information will be there for Crewen that the spike is down, but he's going to have to start his long rotation back. And I'll be honest, by this point, I feel like Exit should have an idea that he could have gone all the way around.
Well, especially when he clears the spawn now. When you don't see him here, there's not many options left for where Crewen can be. That timing looks perfect. He's seen the utility thrown. All the information there for Exit. What a play in main this was, and his 5th seems just moments away. Crewen under
still
pressure.
A buy here, and in fact, they've even been able to afford an operator.
It's a big investment, big battle towards the C site. Found, taken over by BBL PCIFIC.
Didn't even see
Zimo
Jesse.
wanted to take that control on A. With him in the ground, in the dirt, it's a 2 versus 4, and in terms of what they've got to work with, at least the Prowlers to pave a way for this squad. Utility going down at a bad moment. Rose is already passed. I don't know how much of a role that's going to play.
Yeah, he's expecting that maybe they're going to rotate back that way. Obviously, if the util comes back online, you know someone's moved into the angle. Smoke put onto the turret as well. It's going to make sure that that information hasn't gone through, but it doesn't matter. Sam was pushing anyway. The turret went offline. It just is the realization there in the Pacific.
No. Let's see if they've made the adjustments. That shot doesn't land. Clears B. Now the rotation from Rose, too. They're going to have 3 in position on this C site. Up close for Rock. The only death he's had was when he was looking the other way, but he's blinded up and finally taken down. Rose! Well, he's just gone marching through to find that opening, and they're kept back by the Steel Garden. Left down to pistols. Twisted Minds have to wait.
Another smoke goes down, but this is the problem. They didn't manage to even get past the Vice Wall yet. So they have to get the timing right on this push. They have to do it almost all at once, otherwise they're going to have one player isolated with the spike, and that's almost certain death. And well, they still didn't manage to get past the wall, but they have found a couple of picks, and in fact, sickrey's going to close
with
it.
The presence towards this A site. Again, there's going to be this big rotation.
Oh, nice shot from Exit. Had the maybe thinking that was a little bit early.
And looks like Twisted Mind's still going to play into it, though. It's Larock that falls. The showstopper from Exit. Last time it was an ace. Oh. He's on for a 3K. It could be another on the board. Exit's having a field day out here. 12-5 at the moment.
Okay. See, you say that it's a good thing when they win the round. If they don't, it is working.
Yeah, you've got limited initiation util, I suppose. Oh my goodness. BBL Pacific initiating a fight towards C. They found themselves a double.
On that lurk.
30 seconds left.
And with the wall now moved to B, they will eventually have the information over on the Pacific side, but by that point, I was going to say the afterplant will be in, but actually they are already here.
It was a flash, right? I just about caught Jesse, so Crewen should have gotten that information. That's a crazy swing from San. He's gone in, found a lot of them, and allowed this TP. The plant will come through for Twisted Minds. A lot of this plant looks at sickrey. He is so late to the party, but in his way, not just thorns, but also the wall. Even though he waits this out, they're going to immediately know that he's here. And now that flank, what was really the hope of this round, gone. Jesse's going to have a hell of a hold. His teammates with him. The shots don't land to start. There's a side swing in from Crewen, and he's just tickling them up, knowing he doesn't need to commit to the fight. The spike is being diffused, and the round connected.
That we've seen from them already. Loita, he's getting cheeky over the last couple of rounds. The jump peek in the last one, and the attempted aggro in this one, failing, but they are still even.
Yeah, it feels like that top roble spot just is not working out at all. Every single time that one of the BBL Pacific players steps into that spot, they step out of the round within seconds. And this is going to be a problem. Lover's Rock forced offside.
He's got to just leave.
Should be free A control, early flank, but it's being watched. Potential, though, to catch them. I mean, these two players on Rubble, they have to cross over to that door. It's swinging wide open, but here comes the showstopper, hunting them down.
Oh, they missed
right
one.
Be checked, though. Larock hasn't cleared it out. sickrey on the sidelines, picked up one, and Jesse does the same, trading out that ulti. Another missed shot for Lover's Rock, and he was 51 HP. And even committing the Viper's Pit, showing some respect, but more so showing how important this round is.
Looking like a potential more direct, aggressive hit into B. After getting the opener, they fall back.
He's going to leave San deposited towards B, trying to catch these players reaggressing. He's heard the steps as well. Moving away, they've heard the TP. This B site looking nice and open. San can make a big play if there's anything left to do.
No.
sickrey and Exit have cleaned up, and Loita's left to save. Yeah, great position.
Before, he was the one that held the lurk and made sure, okay, they know there's a showstopper, but also got rid of the info. And in this case, Loita trying to hold on to the gun enough to win them the majority of their rounds. 6-5. Same fight, but the fight is expected. Showstopper used immediately. Is he going to try and get the player in the corner? He will.
Oh.
Clever. Crewen out. Didn't even get to see anyone. Utility gone, but a counter Nightfall thrown in. Exit not afraid. He's gone all the way through. Now they'll know this. The trail gives this away, but his teammates now following up afterwards and just carries on the run. My. It's a one-man show on the entries into this site. Rock from behind. How's he hit that? I know he died, but how did he hit the headshot?
Oh, he needed another pistol here for Twisted Minds. Going to send them way into the lead. A lot of players from the defense in position towards this A site, looking for a fight, but they're pushed back here by a C's, and now the nade's going to follow it up, forcing them into the open. Larock takes down Exit with that nade, but the trades come back even.
Zimo back on the board after a tough half. This is going to open up a path to the A site. After plant. Guaranteed. C's has done a lot, but there's not really anything to follow up on it. They're just going to hold Rose in position, and to be honest, he's quite content holding the position himself. Zimo into the smoke, already lost. Loita again, another high impact frag from him. Jesse's just been waiting, but the second that smoke fades away, so do the players on the other side. He at least knows where one of them is. Has he spotted Rose? It seems like he may have caught an angle, but it doesn't matter. The IGL is going to leave this down to one. sickrey versus 3 themselves. Jesse and Exit, though, will be the ones under pressure. And wow, Exit again, he just thrives in it.
He's going for more as well. Look at the confidence behind him.
BBL PCIFIC throwing in a lot of utility to try and clear some of these more aggressive angles, sickrey down, but that man has gone walking through the smoke behind them. A chance for Exit to just take over again! Oh, I said he picked this moment, but that couldn't have been more perfect. He's now going to pop the showstopper once more. It's hit every single time. I don't think it...
No. Oh, that was close.
Far away. If it went a little bit deeper, he would have clipped the wall. But he has the spike. It's dropped. They have to go back for it. The Boombot's going to give the game away. The nade that he got back from the previous couple of kills will hold them for the moment. It's not going to be the second ace, though. Lovers Rock has put him down, and now the rest of the team a little bit further away, but I'm looking at the position of Sand. It just depends which way they go.
Oh, the DP for Jesse, 2 HP!
One man making a name for himself. More importantly, he might just be helping his team make their way through. Of course, the winner of this game makes it into one of those best-of-5 grand finals, an all-or-nothing match that could set you, your team, your organization up for a year in the VCT and everything that comes along with it. Exit is waiting on the edge of the smoke with a shorty in hand. He's not been baited by the smoke, but some nice shots coming out. Now, this is only pistols, Mitch. It's already a bit more costly than they might have liked.
It is starting to get a little bit shaky.
Loita's got a gun.
Crewen! He's come in with the Sheriff. I'm looking at Loita, but there's no need. It's the Sheriff doing damage, but they're not looking the right way. Sickrey!
Extra style in that one from Exit, but it didn't matter. Loita has been fantastic as well. Showstopper not going to land, though. Good counters in terms of the ultimates. Lovers Rock is going to be taking the space forward, but they are just backing out of this one, looking to play the retake. And in fact, Exit in prime position. He's heard that rotation, and now they're going to have to go back towards the A site, but this time they have a man missing.
The right read by BBL PCIFIC, 3A, go B. But there's 2B as well, one of which is an off inside of main.
Two and a half if we're really counting on the numbers. Maybe even 3.
Yeah, that's just 3 in B main. That's just Exit. So the pick goes their way. The op now in the back of the minds of BBL PCIFIC, and any further aggression they go for, they know they could be running into that big old weapon. Zimo grabs one. That's Larocque, big player to drop. Ult from Crewen. The rifle's removed from a lot of Twisted Minds players. It's buying a little bit of time, but that spike is not ticking fast enough to make the defenders worried just yet. They're going to need to start putting boots on the ground, but as they do, it's bodies on the ground. All the bodies of BBL PCIFIC, just the leader of Rose left, and this is the chance for BBL PCIFIC to fight back. If they lose this one, it could well be the end of this map. It is Twisted Minds map pick. You still have Haven and Sunset to come. But considering they were 3-0 down, looking absolutely desolated. Zimo got 1 kill in the first half, and now he's showing up. Exits here again. Twisted Minds looking dominant in a must-win round for BBL PCIFIC. Lovers Rock against the whole squad, and Exit.
All right.
He's feeling confident. He has given an op to his opponent, but there's only 20 seconds left. The spike is down, and Lovers Rock has no chance of retrieving it.
Yeah, he's going to try and hold on to the operator. He is not going to, though. He is surrounded, completely surrounded. Yeah. A lot to do in this round. Exit almost being caught up. He has got his umpteenth showstopper of the map, though. Just wants to retreat. Pick the right moment to use his Sand in a great position once more, and an easy double.
30 seconds
Showstopper
left.
may not even be necessary, and Lovers Rock is still lurking on the other side. They are watching for it! Zimo is so ready for that flank. Larocque, a man who is all but ready to join the Tier 1. Might just have to wait a little bit longer. Almost walked into the nade, was trying to bait them out. That's one.
Best analyst desk segments we've had in a long time. It was great to see some new faces out there.
The
Loita,
tallest one
up
as
close.
well.
He's already made his way into the site, snuck up close to the smoke, and he will take down Exit. Lovers Rock with a player that we have our eyes on. Man advantage for the defensive side. Lovers Rock and Crewen at least tagged up a little bit, but this play towards the A side is everything. Rose needs to stay alive up in heaven or take a pick here, but the retake looks strong already.
Yeah, he's probably just going to wait out the dart, or at least you'd expect him to.
A little shocked.
A little bit of extra chip damage. A lot of chip damage, in fact.
Chunk damage.
And then the reveal. Back online. Just waiting for his teammates to set back up. Now, there's already a player watching onto the flanks. They know there's nobody coming from there. Zimo up close is going to go down immediately. And now this leaves Jesse pinged up and spammed out. Perfect use of the dart. Last man standing, sickrey versus 4. And well, his dart is online at least. That will give him a little bit of a chance, but it's already been shot. Now just needs a miracle spam, and there is absolutely no hope that he takes this round. It will be going the way of BBL PCIFIC, and a little bit of extra damage, maybe a couple of extra orbs for him. He's run out of bullets.
What they're up against, it makes sense. There's no easy site to push. There's weapons across the board for BBL PCIFIC. Maybe not Vandals and Phantoms, but the Bulldogs can do just as much. The Marshall can be pretty strong.
Tougher in a retake, though. That's what will make it more difficult. This is where those post plants are going to be tough. Lovers Rock, I don't know if he... Wow, he might expect one player. Will he expect a second? I believe that was a lineup being set up, and I don't know if he will have seen it. Instead, he's going to try and dive forward, but is slowly being surrounded on Jesse, holding on that backline. Lovers Rock's done well. Unfortunately, it's down to just one. Crewen's got it to half, but kind of needed to be able to...
It was a lot of missed shots and a lot of punishes from Twisted Minds in the previous, and it looks like not much has changed with an initial miss, and Twisted Minds getting space towards this B site, even a pick onto Larocque, removing that breach utility, which is so valuable when playing the retakes. Crewen, though, has caught Exit.
Yeah, Lovers Rock also got tagged drastically low. The second they shoot the dart, the spam from Loita has given them the advantage. It was a tough start to the round. Drones will be trading places, desperately looking for information, and there will be some had for that defensive side. But they've struggled with the post plant. Still having that Viper online, you just can't get in onto the spike and bait them into the fight, but they have been able to find a kill here and there. It's left all onto one man. The shot dart might just be enough to do it, but it's been dodged. Crewen sitting back, and now that reveal coming in the swing, but Crewen hits the shot first. That time not... Feeling pretty bleak. It's now up to the opposition to prove they are up to the task of beating Twisted Minds, and that's not the start they were looking for. The aggressive operator, Lovers Rock has been doing well on the scoreboard so far, but that is another miss. And while the aggression of Rose will be punished in the same way, a rotation from Larocque, he's going to be in position, but already spotted. It may just be revealed as well. The drone coming over the top hasn't managed to tag him. It at least gives him a position to dance around. And him, again, alongside Loita, have just taken over. The young duo with 4 kills on the site. And what Zimo was meant to be a last-minute flank, he is nowhere near the action anymore.
Last minute, he's coming into the final hour. And he's all alone. That was really nice, and I think you look at comfort for BBL PCIFIC, and you can see it right there. Rose going down, immediate rotations. Larocque pops stun on short, which forces Exit forward. And that flank around was being watched by Loita. They had all their bases covered. Looking to see if Zimo has a chance, and he's done well. That's a nice shot, but the tag in return cuts into 34. He's not going to grab the plant just yet, and forced into the open reach. And it wasn't. Rose, you know what, man? Screw what Mini says about you, all right? He said every 4-star players. Well, Rose is coming in with that Odin.
Yeah, it could be a problem. Crewen looking maybe for a kill off the cross, but instead they're out. Actually, it's an Erling Rolling Thunder. They're going to try and fight back into it. Crewen's done well. First goes his way, swinging back through. Basically needs to do everything. His teammates are falling like flies, and well, he will join them. Lovers Rock, low on HP, is going to try and catch them as they move away. He almost loses his life for it.
That was the kill that would have changed the round, though. That would have taken the Viper's Pit out of play for Twisted Minds. And now, not only are they in a 3v2, but they have that big ultimate to work with. In fact, Lovers Rock on 4 HP. He swapped to a rifle, and he's on the wrap-up that is being watched by Sam.
Player standing.
That missed shot ends up costing Lovers Rock his life a little bit later on. And now Loita.
Careful.
A 1v3. They were
Piece of information alone, they can't. They need some contact, and that is the contact. Loita almost loses his life for it. Loic waiting with stun in hand to try and set his teammate up with a chance. Loita's made it to the backside, now a response, but Exit has already taken some control and a lot of damage, but it doesn't matter! Looking to get an ace again, but doesn't quite have the ammunition. It doesn't matter this time though. Rose will make his way through the orb and does well on the first. Second player's low, an overpeak from Sand. And with the dart being shot,
look how close of a fight he has to take. And if they walk down with that wall into the corner, he's already under too much pressure to get out of there. The lockdown's going to also put him under a ton of pressure, but he can just back out. He's got teammates covering the site. And actually, this is getting the whole team in position on time for this push. There's 4 on backside. One cut by the stun, but Exit. He's delivered a double. Loita does the same, but it's Lover's Rock staying alive. That could change the course of the round. Instead, Sand's got a double. A Viper's Pit up and online. Crewen creeping around, but they're retreating deeper into the pit. This is the perfect adaptation for the lack of control. Sent to continue it, to finish off that flank. He could have a field day. He can just quicken the pace, but up goes the turret. And now, that's called into question.
Lover's Rock's done well though, that's Exit. They said it's always been tougher when he's down first. The entries haven't really been there. Well, a little bit of styling of his own. 25 seconds left to make a move, and last round of the half, so they need to try something here, but it is a slaughter on the... Now they go into that attack side. That's it. A lot of the time, this is where they are even more favored. A dive in towards Garage. It's got to be so confusing for the players of Twisted Minds. They're now going to burst out of the angle that they kind of smoked off, but Sand's done well. Lover's Rock eventually does get the entry he was always expected to get. Well, sickrey, I don't think there's a way around that one. Even still, the trade's good for them.
Here.
The numbers on their side, trades all that Twisted Minds need. And they found one after another. Lover's Rock, they know that he's close. The shock dart doesn't quite find him. Repositioned along is good. Wrap around though from Zimo. Could catch him completely off guard. He won't even find the
connection found. Even the chip damage would have been nice. Swings through, a nice shot at least, but 15 HP left on Exit. Jesse still with a gun in hand has managed to not only dodge the util, but more importantly, throw out some of his own. A 2-man advantage now,
30 seconds left.
And a bonus round that's falling apart for BBL PCIFIC.
I mean, a 5v2, they're rushing into B, but look at Zimo. Oh, no! Gonna say the patience. He's gonna fly under the radar, but he almost gets taken down, util in hand. It wouldn't be the biggest loss. They'd still have a 4v2, but losing that extra bit of control, that extra bit of containment, as they now have LaRock. He's put a double on the board. This is winnable. We've seen Loita win much harder rounds than this. Jesse and sickrey need to lock in. The backside challenge, good for Loita. One more needed, and somehow...
That man not happy. Chair go hurty. Well, the first bullet went wild, but the second one worked wonderfully. Jesse again, off angle. It's given them the man advantage. Now, I would say this is a good position, but LaRock and Loita are still alive, so let's say about even. Crewen's there too.
About neck and neck. Yeah, we've had Rose disrespected by many, Crewen disrespected by Tombiz.
Look,
outrageous.
They're the ones winning the 2vx's.
Well, LaRock, he's only got one. Loita, paranoia in hand, he's caught it. And sickrey's run out of ammo. It is Crewen to deliver the double. How do you like that one, Tombiz? But Zimo, that spray, just a little to the right, and he's got a kill. Instead, a 1v2 retake is going to have to come into play, and that planned very open.
Planted the square is everyone hiding.
Macro angle, but it's one that Zimo has to respect. Hoping that someone makes a mistake, but they've now fallen into close angles. The turret will help them out a little bit. It's only going to clear one of the players, and now Crewen's repositioned. The second contact is made. He's likely to swing. Cam being destroyed, but it's all just an attempt at bait, but knowing there's a player on the cross, a nice first shot. Now Crewen has to be a little bit more careful, but look at the plant. is going to be so difficult to deal with him, especially with the time left. He knows that he has to almost stick this, and from this point onwards, that clock is surely too far gone. It's going to be close, but not close. One shot to anybody other than sickrey. That's actually Zimo who's going to find the opener. Rose now out of the round as well. That is a hefty amount of damage to your controller. And you've lost your info gathering initiator. Now there is a turret on contact, but looking like a retake setup on A. I'm mainly looking at sickrey though. Still has the reveal available and a couple of shock darts. It seems like his plan is to just hold back and wait for the flank to come in. And if that cam doesn't get popped, they actually have a free walk up towards this A side.
Spike planted.
Oh, well, Crewen spotted one. It comes at a heavy cost and immediately exits, closing the distance. But Lover's Rock fires back still. The man advantage sits with the defensive side. Loita so desperately low, shouldn't do much, but somehow BBL PCIFIC are the ones throwing haymakers and landing every single one. Twisted Minds. 2 versus 3, time ticking, players to root from position. I don't think they have time to take all 3 kills and defuse, and they're not even going to get one. Lover's Rock with a triple. He was low with an outlaw, with players coming up behind with a stun at his feet, and yet here we are. sickrey, the only player.
They've had opportunities in all of them, but every single one of them has gone the way of BBL PCIFIC, and it looks like this might just continue. Another opener for Lover's Rock, a fight towards long, a brawl in fact. Jesse coming up behind. The most awkward fight you're ever going to see. Probably because Zimo has no idea why Lover's Rock is fighting that angle.
Lover's Rock's flanking.
He's going back to where he started. He has done a round, well, round half the world.
Oh, this is ridiculous. And what a resurgence from Lover's Rock. 28 and 11, I think, by the time we close this out.
He had
already BBL PCIFIC have walked up through mid.
Yeah, they will have heard this, of course. No surprise. sickrey is in a decent spot, but they're going back the other way. Paranoia onto exit, but his stun has kept him alive. sickrey, oh, he hasn't been spotted. First shot goes a miss, but he does manage to land the second. It's definitely, well, they're trying to explore the entirety of the map. Almost feels like they've played it for the first time, and they want to see what the other team's spawn is like, because that's where they've ended up. Zimo, oh, it's not pretty, but again, it's the last shot that lands. Exit goes fighting, and the trades back and forth eventually find them with a man advantage.
Look where the spike is, man. Have you ever seen the spike drop there?
No. Like, you can make it awkward for them to get to the back of the site, but also get yourself out of there. Larocque, he doesn't plan to get out of there at all. Oh, this is starting to get a little bit scary. Zimo completely surrounded. He's going to get overwhelmed. This was a round of classics, and now they found a couple of rifles for themselves. Bear in mind, Twisted Minds had come into this with 4 rifles on the board. And now, well, they'll be lucky to come out with a victory.
Just take a note here. Don't put the wall up as they're close to you and stand halfway in and halfway out of it. Up against the low buy. Okay, that one's jotted down. It's not gone too well for poor old Sand, and for Twisted Minds, this is about as bad of a start.
I don't know how Exit won that.
Hope for with Exit finding that kill. This is no longer unwinnable. Time is ticking alarmingly quick, and Crewen is up close. Tom's favorite player. Oh, this is still under threat, but luckily the clock is what will win it to Loita. But we've seen that man do a lot. A little bit less health. He might need to. Crewen down already. Lover's Rock the one to eliminate Exit.
Ah, this is a little bit troublesome. The spam, though, working wonders. Lover's Rock going walkabout, but Sand still holding the line. Has that snake bite available to him, but trying to hold it for the perfect moment. The Rock is going walkabouts. He's the main danger in this round. Because, of course, for Rose, has the spike in hand. Can't really afford to take a risk. Instead, going to try and set up his teammate to make a play. But you can see the defense. They've grouped up as 4 and really don't want to take any risk here. They're just looking to try and move as a unit. The only potential for an individual fight is going to be from Jesse.
there.
No individual fights to be taken, puts pressure on Rose. Big moment for him.
Player standing.
One, just not enough. Larocque, 1 against 3. But luckily, he's got a little safe haven, even if the reveal was close. But Sand is hot on his heels.
Only on one side, though. Rose also only 1 away from having another online, so this could very quickly become dangerous for Twisted Minds.
Well, Larocque's already gone deep, but Exit was watching it, very much ready for that play through the spawn. Loita at least trying to pull this back, but the op still causing problems, and indeed, it is the one putting the pressure on with the ult as well. It's not like just getting up close is going to make this much easier. Oh, Exit is dropped, but look at the damage done. He's left Crewen onto 16 HP, but Crewen retrieves that operator. 1 shot in either direction, and a player will fall. It's Crewen to land it and put us in to a 1 versus 2 with a good idea of just where sickrey is after that shock dart flew from the spawn. Oh, he's just about made it. Crewen, he was 2 seconds later. He would have been caught in mid, but instead, this is going to be a 2-player in B main post plant, an op to fight against, and no shock darts to get that free kill on the low HP Crewen.
Also time. Like, it's getting to the point where chances of winning this almost feel like 0. The extra gun might help them out into the next round. Instead, he's going to try and fight
almost across the board, just the rifle for Jesse. It will be pistols across the board. Jesse down, but Sand is the one to trade it back. Really nice work from him, as he's managed to drop Larocque, who, you know, decent player for BBL PCIFIC. It's even covering that rifle, and with 3 players on back site, this is now looking like there's a bit of a threat in this round for BBL PCIFIC.
Are they going to try and commit any of the ultimates while Sand has already gone down? Hunter's Fury is the main one I'm looking at. Potential denial, especially with the kills coming through for Exit. There's definitely an argument for throwing something more in. The remaining players so desperately low, but it doesn't matter.
We talked about Larocque being picked up for a team next year. Jesus, get Exit on one immediately.
I get that's if Twisted Minds aren't already there themselves.
Yeah.
We might just drag them kicking and screaming, but Loita has other ideas. It's a weaker buy. Oh! It is a battle of the beams. And I guess they both lost, technically. It doesn't matter, though. sickrey, Jesse, in tandem finding kills. Rose has got 1 back. Both of the Sovas found a kill, just not with the ultimate.
Spike planted.
Exit versus Larocque.
Gotta go.
A battle of the Neons, and potentially a battle of the Sovas also building up on the other side. It is the fight of doppelgangers. And while that reveal, it is going to give the game away. Rose wanted to try and take the fight and still does. His teammate has joined him on the back of the site. The dart being waited to try and give them the reveal, but the screen has given them a chance down to the 1 versus 1 and
himself those 2 orbs. Okay, it is going to be used here. I'm not the biggest of fans. They're going to play behind the trap at least, but with a weak buy from BBL PCIFIC, I think this finds much more value in the next round. Still, it does double down their probability of winning round 8.
Yeah, I think also it's just with the back and forth in this game so far. Don't do it. We don't want to slow-mo. I don't want to see it. That's a rough one. I know there is, but I'm trying to ask them not to.
The pleadings only make it worse.
Andy is cruel.
Yep.
Oh, that one's nice, though. Larocque with another, and you talked about the Viper's Pit. Well, it is a non-factor. It doesn't double up at all, in fact. And oh, this is problematic. Zimo stuck in the corner. He'll go down as well. Moments of brilliance, and then things slipping away. But I guess he's given them a chance.
Well, that pit being used, going down.
There's
for
Rose
nothing.
going.
It's made this difficult. The 2 players walking into sight, though. They might have an isolated duel. That smoke's still up, but Loita's just in time, it seems, to catch this mid-fight. That is pixel perfect timing, but Lover's Rock. Well, he says, you know what? You killed me with some dry swings in that first map up against the up, so he'll do just the same here. Not the best of walls, but Larocque's still able to trade out Crewen, and now they've got a lot of space towards this B site. A free plant coming in.
Yeah, door shut behind them. The flank a little slower, and a long rotation coming back around from Jesse. Backside post plant is going to be difficult. Rose has already spotted that flank as well, keeping the information in their favor, and just opts to try and group up with the rest of the team. I wonder if they even go for this. There's got to be a little bit of doubt. Look at the wraparound as well from LaRock. Even if they do make it through, they're being delayed just enough so that this man can go all the way around the back. There is no escape at this point. They have to be committed, and Lovers Rock, his position is just perfect. He's looking to see if there's a second. There isn't. LaRock is going to kill the guy from behind. This is exactly what you want to see from them. Perfect precision in positioning. And those are two of the freest kills they're ever going to get, but it's only because of the decisions they made.
Might be a little more as well. LaRock's hunting him down. He's going all the way into the spawn. He's got the read and
the next half. But already, though, those ultimates being used.
Yeah, you know again that you're going to be up against that operator. Just glancing at the credits on the other side. Of course, that's information BBL PCIFIC have to work with. So, this mid-fight, it's an easy pickup for Crewen. He's caught Jesse. And now look at the information that's going to follow up with that good stun. The cage. Oh, it gives Crewen the space. He's taking down Exit. But Sand and sickrey, they're given a chance. Oh, there's Fury. It's close, and it will find its mark with Crewen on a third kill. It looked like there was a real heartbeat to this round for Twisted Minds, but it is quickly flatlined with Sand having to win a 1v3, and he does well to find that first. But the post plan here will be cruel.
Oh, Loita almost toying with him. He's got another one to go as well. He loves doing this. And he doesn't even know where Rose is. He knows the Hunter's Fury came from there, but the amount of time he could have wrapped now. Neon fight, the laser beams. And it's Exit to come out on top. He's got to be careful though, 8 HP. A lot of ultimates to play with here for Twisted Minds. This round should be in their favor. Sand catches the timing, but then catches a bullet.
Enemy remaining.
Nice job though. Hunter's Fury goes through for the reveal. Jesse.
Okay, maybe someone on this corner. All right, on this corner. Nope. Maybe on the next corner. Oh, there's a cam, and now they know where he is. So, yeah. Good luck.
And this is a trip. Got to deal with that too.
It's an obstacle course.
14 seconds, they just run it up, just overwhelmed. Leave one guy looking to drag the rotations. We're 3 players towards elbow. Loita going down will still keep a relative amount of presence towards this A site for BBL PCIFIC, but now we look at individuals needing to step up when they're pressured, and Twisted Minds even take this slow. It's actually playing against them. Look at the push-up from Rose. He's contained them, boxed them in completely. He's seen the trap. Running it down, he almost got the jump on their Cypher, but at least for now, Zimo's able to survive that engagement. Looks for the fight deeper. Rose, not the only part of this fight, though. On site, a full flood sends BBL PCIFIC into a massive 7-7, and this BBL PCIFIC look to get aggressive in mid. Lovers Rock obviously has a back out with the gate crash, and it will be used, but not before he found that opening and put sickrey in the dirt. Here. Leaving Twisted Minds to try to pick up the pieces elsewhere.
Cutting through.
An early start.
Cage triggered.
And the buy rounds are safe to say BBL PCIFIC, well, better, but that's not going to mean too much.
I'm out of here.
At this stage, Exit has brought them back. Lovers Rock in a good position, and while Exit maybe not expecting so many players to be waiting on the other side. Spike yet to be planted though, and Sand has already brought things back. LaRock catches the timing, and Sand just waiting. They've heard the TP back to main, but they don't know necessarily exactly where he is.
They double swung him, and of course LaRock's left alive to trade, so you know it's going his way. Shot comes close to taking Jesse out, but he's still surviving, but not thriving. Coming through this.
One of those best of 5 grand finals this weekend. Loita though, looking to make it nasty. 9 HP. LaRock.
Twisted Minds keep up this pace to stop that B side hit. The cam from the defensive side is inside B main, so it's not finding that info, although it's hearing it. And now there's a reveal on B. There's a smoke in main. They're hearing all this information, and it becomes clear they're stacking the wrong site. For Twisted Minds, this is what they need. The number's not on their side. The HP low for Jesse, but great paranoia gives them a pick.
Yeah, catches Rose. The rest of the team fell back. He fell forward.
Cage triggered.
Jesse only on 2 HP, but Loita is low as well. Zimo is spotted. At least a couple of these players, the spam gave the information, and sickrey trying to fight from afar, wary that somebody could try and cross, and now with the smoke, they can make some space. Even still though, That time is ticking. Jesse desperately low, but has actually managed to tickle up an opponent. The spam hasn't managed to connect.
Things. It's going to be full commitment to this A site. They don't know quite how many players are here, and with just one breaking that drone, they're going to be surprised to find just how much of a defensive force sits in wait. San on his 30 health manages to trade out to start. Zimo does well onto Loita, and now has to be cautious, knowing that Op's in play, but it's a 4v2. There's no need for over-aggression here. With an Op and San so desperately low, they just need to make sure the trades are possible, and at any moment it looks like they're ready.
Where maybe we take some control here and there. This one was just...
Really deal with this, forcing the players into these closer angles. And it looks like Rose is good for the first. Paranoia a little bit late, and no! Oh. Andy, listen, I know I said to Tom earlier it makes it worse, but please just this one time, don't put it in. That's not a pretty spray, but there's still a chance. Off in position, first found, old active, two spotted, lots of information to play with. LaRock on the sideline, and it looks like they might just have recovered a messy start. The opening duel.
Oh, it is happy feet from Exit, already managing to dance his way through. Loita holding on the edge of the smoke. They have a decent idea that he's here, but do they know there's a second player? LaRock's done well, but he's going to be dealt with. Crewen manages to find one on the other side, and the operator smoked off. Chances of success for him in this moment slim, but with the reveal, he's going to try it.
Nice shot. He's a little too tucked in, but Crewen able to find that angle, wrapping around, it's beautiful! Crewen with us couple of rounds, but making a big difference.
Nowhere to run!
Oh, early Hunter's Fury. That is actually going to be the BBL Pacific players that are just wiping the floor with their opponent's sand, at least. Has managed to grasp a grain of hope, but this round is already looking bleak. A couple of low players, a Viper's Pit. But they need to find the space to put it down, and there's still 3 players on the site that at least sickrey is edging towards. He's walking into the operator, but he's won the fight.
You have to wonder if that's Exit calling it, you know? Don't use any utility, just dry swing him. It worked for me. And it certainly worked for sickrey. Now, the ult from Loita, the information taken, nobody in B main. They might think about a rotation, but for Twisted Minds, they haven't made a decision just yet.
Also, look at the
avenue through market still available with those trips covering off A short and mid, and a camera on A. They can stack up this B site. Twisted Minds, they're going into it, running head first into the stack, and Crewen finds that first kill. San thinks he's got some real estate to work with. Saving over a lot of credits, but they're still able to pack quite a punch to this round.
If they get the pit down especially, that's not what they were hoping for.
They dodged the kill trip and still lose Jesse.
Well, there's the pit. Stingers, Judge, a rifle or two. Immediately, LaRock is going to be spamming the lasers in. Shock Dart doing some additional chip damage, which with these weaker weapons could help, but the Viper's Pit has gone, and they still haven't managed to plant just yet. Even still trading, but there's only one man standing. Somehow Exit managed to get in behind, but he doesn't bait them into the idea of going the other way.
With this wall, they want to go elbow. That smoke up on top of the box, but look at the rotation already coming through. Lover's Rock could be a big factor. Got that off in play. Loita, the smoke, though! The one to turn the tide as Sand is shut down! Jesse, all alone, TPs to the other side of the map. He's got just enough time to get that plant in. He's just about made it. That is down to the millisecond. And a TP, he could have went anywhere. Crewen now has the info. He's heard him on the left. The smoke down, but Crewen emerges in time. Here's the steps in main. Already puts the pressure on in just a moment with the tap. He thinks Jesse's on the right. He'll get it to half. Jesse looking for the fight.
Placing them in one of those grand finals. Now he's under pressure. Exit's had enough, but it's Lover's Rock to start. First kill in BBL Pacific's hands. The second is there as well.
It's Exit. He's bailed them out of so many situations in the past, but with Sand down, and a tag on sickrey, it has to be X.